The film I will be discussing is Nosferatu, directed by F.W. Murnau. The film uses many iris shots, especially when changing from setting to setting, as seen here, from changing the setting of outside to inside of the man tying his bow tie. For nearly the entire film, the camera never panned. It simply stayed still and let the scene play out, such as seen here in this scene. Later on I will show a panning of the camera. Here there's finally a panning, but this is nearly towards the end of the film, and it's only for a very brief moment as you see as the man walking across the setting. This next shot here follows immediately after the last one. As you can see, the camera is completely stationary as the gentleman carry the coffin across the scene. Murnau uses many point of view shots, such as this one, from the point of view of the drummer to the point of view of the people of the village watching each other. I thought this technique was very effective in this scene because it showed the audience only what was needed to be shown. You only needed to see the reaction of the drummer and of the other villagers. It allowed the audience to be more focused on what the drummer was telling the villagers than anything else in the film. Your focus was always on this. I felt as this scene was one of the scariest scenes from the entire movie, because it left much to the imagination. In the beginning you see there's no one at the doorway, but then immediately after you see Nosferatu standing there, terrifying Hunker. And before we can react to what is about to happen, we switch to another scene, the scene of Hunker's wife. So this leaves much to the imagination, and was very effective in the editing because it amplified the intensity of the film. I don't feel as though Nosferatu was very innovative in terms of filmmaking, but it was very exceptional in terms of what it did for the Dracula film genre. It was a time before cliches and many jokes were done, and also many films based on the Dracula novel. Murnau was able to create a very terrifying Dracula because of the use of makeup and wardrobe that you can see right here in this scene. But other than that, I don't feel as though the film was very innovative. And of course, with the exception of this scene, one of the most famous scenes from the film itself, it was a very terrifying sequence, and I felt that the editing here was quite extraordinary.